Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching me. This is another hour, Mama Artist Recipe Corner. It's with you in that another recipe corner. I want to take you through to the best other type of biting and tea, which will give you a very, very good taste to make in your own homes. And today I'm going to work on it in African way. It is not going to be gas, oven, microwave. It will be strictly African style of cooking, and you'll enjoy the food. If wherever you are, if you don't have what I'm going to do, I'll tell you put them in the oven when I'm putting them on fire. Welcome. Okay, now I want to take you through to what you want to do. You want to make the tea. It is spiced tea. The spiced tea will contain ginger, not the powdered ginger, but the fresh ginger. This ginger is going to make the tea have the taste and the smell of the aroma for the ginger, very nice, and of course the taste. Then we'll have the black pepper, a pinch of it. This is the black pepper. Then we are going to have the cinnamon. This is the cinnamon. It also depends on the amount of tea you're cooking. So this one you're going to have 1 packet of milk. So we are going to have just a spoon, a teaspoon of the cinnamon, a quarter, because the black pepper is a bit harsh, we are going to put it a quarter. Then we have the tea leaves. We are going to put also 2 teaspoons. And then we have the cardamom. This one you're going to put it, these husks, they're very good in aroma in the tea. Instead of putting the incense like the vanilla incense and the rest, you will put these seeds. Then we are going to put our milk. And then we have sugar. There are people who are diabetic, they don't take sugar. So we will not cook it direct in the fire, but we are going to put it a step. After putting the tea is ready, we are going to start with the sugar for a taste. Then we have water. Water for making the tea. So this ration is 1 packet of milk. You take the ginger, this portion is enough for taste. Then we have a quarter teaspoon of the black pepper, cinnamon, 1 tablespoon, tea leaves, 2 tablespoons, 2 teaspoons, and the cinnamon, the cardamom, 2 tablespoons. This will make the ration rhyme very well to make the tea strong, sweet, and tasty. And number 2, we have the rice. We are going to work on the African baked coconut rice cake. In Kiswahili, they call it Mkate wa Sinia. In English, we can call it coconut rice cake. This one also is made of, this one is called the coconut grinded. We want to make milk out of it. We have the yeast, we have the sugar, and we have the coconut, and we have the rice. So I'm going to take you through, no water in that. The water we're using is the milk from the coconut. So I'll take you through how we're going to blend it and how we're going to arrange all the apparatus until we finish the paste to make our cake, rice coconut cake. Welcome. Okay, now we are going to start with our water. Just pour that water in the sufuria. Pour water, pour water. Okay, now you can add the ginger. Add the ginger. Okay, add the teaspoon of cinnamon. Yeah, put a teaspoon of cinnamon. Okay, take you can see the cinnamon, those ones, cinnamons, all of it, the cinnamon. Okay, take the teaspoon, 2 tablespoons of this tea leaves. To add the black pepper, and the black pepper should just be a pinch, like a quarter teaspoon, because we don't want it to be a bit harsh on the mouth. That is our water is already with all the ingredients except the milk. So we want it to boil. After it has boiled, all the ingredients will be mixed proper. You'll start feeling the aroma, and then the aroma will get you in another life. You want to take the tea before the milk, but now we have to add the milk. After this, I'll come in a shorter while, let it boil. That is how the mixture is: water, cinnamon, black pepper, cinnamon, tea leaves, water. So we want it to boil and ginger. We want them to boil, to boil, to boil. When they're boiling, those other ingredients are now getting well cooked and discharging their sweetness. Thereafter, we are going to add milk, the last part. Now the tea is now boiling. That ingredients, we are adding milk now. Add milk, all of it. Now we are waiting for the tea to boil. Mix with the milk now. After that, we'll remove it from the fire and we'll see our next step of this. This is now how the milk and the other ingredients looks like. So let us give it time to mix and boil. Our tea will be now ready for consumption. Now the tea has boiled, very ready, mixed well with the other ingredients. Now we want to remove it from the fire and then we show you our outcome. Now this is the tea. We are now adding the tea in our cup to show you the outcome of our tea. Very well mixed with our ingredients. Very good aroma coming. Very smart tea with aroma. It is not milk free white. It is very good combination of cinnamon, cinnamon, ginger, and tea leaves. This is our tea. Very sweet chocolate, well boiled, well cooked, very nice looking. Now we want to start making the coconut milk, and we want to make 4 cups of this, 2 cups of this, depending on the amount of the depending with the amount of rice we are cooking. So we'll count 3 cups of coconut rice mixed with the soaked water. Then you put the paste, also the same number. You have to go by the ratio. And of course the sugar will depend how sweetening you want it. As for me, I know my friends and my family love sweet cakes. So this is a sweet coconut rice cake. So I'm going to put 3 waters for this coconut milk, and then the rice also will be the same ratio. And for the sugar, I will also measure it when stirring it and feel the strength of the sugar. If it is sweet, I will not put more. So it is not something which you can predict as you go. The way you can take your cup of tea with 2 spoons of sugar. No. If it is 3 cups, it should be 1.5 sugar. If it is not sweet, they can put 2 cups of sugar. Ration is rice, 3 cups of rice. So we have to filter all the milk out of this coconut recipe. So let me finish making the paste, then I take it through. We are now adding the rice in our blender. That is 1 cup. That is 1 cup. And the other cup, that is the second cup. Okay, add another cup. That is the third cup. So we are going to add the sugar. Sugar should be the same cup. Sugar should be the same cup. The amount should be the same cup. The amount should be the same cup. The amount of the sugar should be the same measurement with the rice cup. So we are going to use, for the 3 cups, we are going to put 1.5 cup of the cup with the sugar. So we'll add it in this rice. These are 3. So we are going to add the other 2 to make it sweet a bit, because it's a cake. So we are adding the sugar to be this ration, a good ration, so that the cake should be sweeter. Okay, add that one. Add it. Okay. Add another one, a half of it. Add it. Good. So we are going to blend this one until it gets done, because you see it's in a heap side. So we are going to add the milk, the same cup, the coconut milk, so that it takes it down. The same cup, so that it will lower it down. Pour it pour it in the center so that it gets down. Just pour it. When it goes down, the rice also, the sugar goes down. It goes down under the rice. It will go down, it will simmer down, because we are working on the measurements. Just take it down. It will roll down. It will roll down. It is rolling. I'm seeing it going down. It is going down. The minute we start blending, it will now get into the whole measurement will be moving down, because this is just a kind of porridge we are going to make. It's a kind of porridge we are going to make out of this stuff. It will be pasty. So when it is pasty, all the things will be lower down, because we are trying to run with it. We'll blend it space by space. That's we are just getting it down, so that our blending point should now get better. Now it is down. We'll still add more, because we have to put it in a sufuria and stir it. So we are still going to add some 2 more, because it is a pasty. We'll still add some 2 more cups. Yes, this is the good outcome. We need it to be porridge like this. So this is the best outcome, that we are going to make our cake now look good. Okay. We have not yet added the yeast. We are waiting to divide it, so that we blend the heat to be grind thoroughly here. We were having a heap of it, and we wanted the measurement to go in our full running. So let us add our yeast and we add we'll put half of this, then we'll turn it out in the blender. This is the cardamom you're adding here to grind. Okay. We are adding the yeast.
Instant yeast.
Instant yeast.
All of it?
Yeah, all of it. This is the outcome of what we have just blended. That is the rice mixed with all the ingredients I've showed you. Now this is what we are going to wait to ferment. Then we put it on our local cooking style, not oven. It's going to take 20 minutes because this is a instant heat.
Instant, all right.
So it doesn't take long.
Okay.
This is the sufuria. We want to put our stuff. Add little oil. Just add to smear down. Add a bit. Okay. So this one you're going to smear it down in our pan so that we put our mixture here. Then we start our baking now. And the baking we're going to do, it is, as I told you, local. We are going to put it on African cooking style. This is the mixer. Now we are going to add it here. All of it. Usitoe nje, tuwatumia hapa hiyo moto. So, this is the mixer. We are going to add it all here. As you've seen. Now we'll take it on fire.
We are reducing the fire.
We are reducing the fire so that we'll use it to cover the top of this pan, our mixer. But the fire here should be very less. We don't want to give a lot of fire down there because that fire is not supposed to be a lot down. It should be less.
We are using the
scooper to remove the fire so that we have less fire down and a lot of fire on top. That's how we are baking the African cake. Okay. Now we are putting the mixture on fire. Work a straight. Straight.
It is straight now.
Okay,
yeah.
Straight. Then we are covering the other stuff.
We're covering it with that lid on top.
Now we are doing the African baking. There's some fire on top and the fire down. So our food is now getting on well. That is our rice coconut cake. In Swahili, Mkate Sinia. Mkate. And down there should be fire. And then we close the stove door so that we don't have more fire or adding from the bottom. So this one will go on till the whole cake is fully baked. And we get to enjoy together after this. Now, you see the mixture of our rice, coconut, sugar, and cinnamon are now on fire. We are working very, very super. You see how the fire is on a heat. This is the African cooking. So many people ask how do you cook things like this? But this is how our African baking is done. We don't do the oven. So if you have an oven, it is very okay. But I was trying to show you how you can do it on African way on baking this type of recipe we are trying to work on. And also, even if you want to do cake African way, it is simply the same. After doing the mixture of all the ingredients, you'll do it the same. Now let us wait to see how the outcome will come, and you compare and contrast with the one in the oven. You'll not see the difference. You see, the fire on the bottom of the stove is completely less. It's almost like zero, but very little. And the one on top is very huge. So that is the baking style for that local baking way. The down part of the stove should be a small amount to get the heat from the stove only And the top one should be very huge. So that is how we are doing the baking as we are continuing with our cooking. Our rice milk called the Mkate wa Sinia, or we can call it Mkate wa kumimina, and in English, rice milk, coconut. The fire is still on, but we want to check a bit how the progress is. As I told you, this is African cooking method. Now we want to check how the progress is. You see, we are now continuing our baking. That is, we have to open it and check, because this is not like an oven where you check through the mirror. So we are progressing so well. I think you can see the brown part of the rice is working, coming up, and we are going to return the fire again to continue baking till it becomes brown. We want to confirm if the inner part by picking it with a toothpick, up to down, then bring it up. It is still done. Let's check again another point. It is okay. It is now ready to be removed from the fire. So thank you. Now, my good viewers, friends, wherever you're watching with me, this is the outcome of our cake. See how fluffy it is. Very super. You see? This is the top part of it. This is the center part of it. Look at the bottom, well cooked. This is the little fire we were showing you. And look at the inner side. Very fluffy. Look. Soft, soft. Soft, soft. Very sweet. And you see my hands, this is not oil. This is the coconut oil. The one we blended it with. If you followed all our stages. Bon appetit. This is how we cook Mkate wa Sinia. It is also called coconut rice cake in English. And this is our outcome. Wherever you're watching, kindly like this video, subscribe it, comment it, and share it wherever you are. And those who want to go through with me, I can take you through. You know my number in WhatsApp. Welcome and peace.